couple areas that I think are going to be key in this game. You saw some live one-on-one work in some blitz areas going against each other. When you break down Utah and their blitz package, very, very impressive, especially with the edge rushers, as well as, you know, we've done a nice job over the last several games of getting to the quarterback defensively and hoping that continues. The other area that we really put a lot of focus on, I think their punt return game is tremendous and one of the best that we've seen this year, so we put a little bit of extra work in that also today. 2 good days of preparation. Looking forward to a red zone game plan tomorrow. As far as news as injuries go, we held Deontay today just to get him a little bit fresher with a sore shoulder, sore toe. He had a good day of work yesterday and trying to get him fresh. Chuma was back out here today and got good work. Was actually better than I thought he would be, and we actually practiced Daniel Amortabebe some more also, so it was good to see him as he gets closer into preparation to play. With that, I'll take any questions that you have.
Is Daniel a possibility to play on this Saturday?
I think I'm going to listen to the doctors and to him, you know, where he's at. I think the ultimate goal was to try to have him back by Notre Dame. He's a little bit ahead of schedule. He's feeling good right now, but you know, around Thursday or Friday, we'll listen to the doctors, see where they're at, and more importantly, listen to him also and see where his body is. I know he's really putting a lot of work into it right now, wants to play in this game. We'll see where he's at later in the week, Zach.
If you can get him back, what does he do for the team? What does he open up?
Well, he's got a lot of game experience, a tremendous run blocker, as well as, you know, you've seen him as a threat in the passing game last year. You know, and really getting back into football shape. He started that a little bit last week, but to be able to have this week of practice really helps. You know, he was limited in spring ball, limited in fall training camp, so there's a difference between running straight and then actually have to making functional football movements and get that soreness out of you from that. So he's working through that, doing a really good job. I'm very pleased where he's at right now.
Seemed like Sam and Tyson stayed behind for a little bit, throw extra. Were they working on anything?
No, they do that. They do that from time to time. Whatever it was, but they stay out on occasion.
You added a ones versus ones wrinkle there at the end. What's the thinking there?
Really, because of the pass rush that I think Utah provides, I think we needed the best look, which is our iron sharpens iron, as we say, and it's good to get good on good in those scenarios, especially if it's against a very good Utah defense that applies a lot of pressure both on third down and in the red zone. So wanted those tackles to see some great edge rush from Chenna and others on our defense.
Last year, one of the biggest decisions of the year, just because of the way it turned out, the way the season turned out, was the punt decision at Utah.
Mm-hmm.
I know you said it didn't really change your thinking going forward last season. This season, did you reevaluate, or is it the same kind of philosophy?
No, I think it's where you're at. You know, where we started out. You've seen a lot of fourth down go-fors this year, and a lot of it had to do with getting comfortable with our place kicker and where we were at there. And then you see where you're at in the game also, and how you feel your defense is playing against an opponent at that time. I think those type of decisions lead to whether you go for it. I try to lean towards the aggressive side, especially offensively, and you know, we've gone for a bunch this year just because I felt good about it.
Does having Sam have more than a year of experience and seeing what he could do late, does that like change the calculus for? I know the situation hasn't really come up that much, but does that change the calculus for that?
I think the confidence in what Sam does on a day-to-day basis. That was his first game last year. Now, you know, he's a quarterback that's 14-2 and is the reason we're so successful today. So you saw it the other day. We were at Oregon State and it was 4th and 2. I think we're around the 37, 38-yard line and felt really comfortable in that situation, putting the ball in Sam's hand and letting him find Stephen Mitchell on a very easy slant route. So as you gain confidence as a coach in those situations, yeah, you go for it more. That's why I've done it a lot this year already.
Regardless of who is their quarterback on Saturday, what will ultimately be your guys' biggest challenges defensively that you guys need to do to win that game?
Yeah, they're more of a two-dimensional animal right now. You know, when I've thought about Utah in the past, you really go in there saying, "Oh gosh, you got to stop the run." And when you look at this team, they're a lot more balanced. And I said it yesterday. I think, you know, Troy being the offensive coordinator and the pass concepts that he brings to the table and his aggressive play calling style is one area. And plus, they got a great receiver out there in Carrington, and they got two kids that they believe in spinning the ball in Huntley and Troy. You know, so I think there's a lot of confidence they have right now in their passing game, and that's why you see such a balance there. They're not very one-dimensional right now. They can run it or throw it at any time they want to.
Is it a unique challenge having to prepare for two quarterbacks?
No, they're similar. You know, they're both very athletic. You know, Troy is a kid that does keep his eyes downfield. He's more of a thrower, but they can use him in run game as well as his escapability. I think he's averaging 10 yards a game rushing, and you know, Huntley is more of a kid that he'll pull it down like that and go, and I think he's over 50 yards a game, and he can create with his legs, especially in the passing game. We saw that numerous times on tape.
As much as you guys, you know, run the various options, is there more of a chance that you might see Sam doing what Huntley does?
Well, I tell you, I think Sam's done a good job, especially when you think about the last couple of games of whether it's designed runs or pulling the ball down to be able to create on the fly. I think about Sed's long pass that he got, where all of a sudden he breaks contain, could have ran that ball very easily, but kept his eyes downfield, and there's an open receiver. And then there's times I thought at Washington State where he pulled it down 4 times. It makes a huge first down for us on the opening drive. So he's doing both. He's doing both, and I think doing both really well. I think he's comfortable with it. The thing that I appreciate from thinking about this game last year, if you remember, it's with being a young buck, he was learning how to protect himself and how college bodies fly around, you know, he's protected himself so much more, and that comes with 16 games of experience.
Randall Grimes played last game for the first time.
Yeah.
How did you guys decide playing versus against Richard?
We feel like he can help us on special teams, as well as we saw the light come on for him also. Sometimes it takes 5 or 6 games for a freshman to be able to help, and he's in that position now where he looks comfortable, he looks confident, and plus with some, you know, bodies going down, we feel like he can help us on special teams. You see some of those true freshmen like Bubba Bolden and Levi Jones and Josh Follow. Those guys are really helping us on special teams right now, and we feel like Randall can do that also, as well as develop as a tremendous receiver for the future.
You mentioned after the game that turnovers were one of your main frustrations from the last week. I'm wondering, with a quarterback, do you ever worry about turnovers becoming a psychological hiccup, interceptions and penalties?
No, not with ours. The one thing, and I've always said this about Sam that I really appreciate, he's a one-shot and clear guy, and you can tell it as soon as he comes over on the sideline. He's one of those guys that whether it's a good play or a bad, he's like that good golfer or that pitcher. They take that swing, and that shot's gone, and he moves on to the next one. And I think that's one of the great things about him, is he doesn't let him fluster him. He comes right back. And the great example is that ball slips out of your hands. It's going to happen, you know, at quarterback. It's going to happen to you at some point in time in your career. Then go back and see what he did. 10-play, 77-yard drive after that. That's a sign of a good quarterback.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.